This week's investigation is about over-aggressive towing. It's not our first story on the subject, and it won't be our last either, because you don't often hear, "I know my car got towed, and I didn't have $180 cash to bail it out on the spot, but boy, was that tow truck driver a pleasant gentleman to deal with." The truth of the matter is there are a lot of fair and reputable tow trucks out there doing important work that goes unappreciated. But the bad apples in this business give them all a bad name, which is why 10 Investigates has been exposing the rule breakers. It says you are not to touch a car on a property that sells alcoholic beverages.
And that's bull signs though, because those signs were up there.
That $225 far exceeded what the county code allows Target Recovery to charge for a tow.
I just feel like they should have had a ski mask and a gun. It would have felt better.
That latest case, $225 for a tow? $225 is the kind of ransom you leave on your doormat to get back your cherished hippie Santa garden gnome after it mysteriously was replaced by this note. I made that myself. But $225 is not the kind of cash you should have to fork over to get back your vehicle, possibly your most valuable possession, when there are already questions as to whether you've actually done anything wrong in the first place. But the owner of the tow company we caught tagging on a lot of improper fees canceled on our interview at the last moment. Then, over the phone, he claimed it was employee ignorance.
Is this a problem with your folks not knowing the county rules?
Well, if it is, then training will occur, starting right now.
That's bull. When your business model is towing questionably parked cars, then holding them until people can pay you a large sum of cash, you know the rules about those large sums of cash. That's like a presidential candidate acting like he didn't know the nomination rules halfway through presidential primary season. County regulators tell us they don't believe the excuses from tow companies either, but they've done surprisingly little about it. Hillsborough's Public Transportation Commission hadn't cited this company in years prior to our investigation, even though they've caught them overcharging before. They're citing them now, but it's a little late for the hundreds of drivers who have been cheated by expensive, bogus towing fees. And for as bad as it may be in Hillsborough County, it's worse just about everywhere else in Florida, where most law enforcement agencies don't want to be bothered with tow truck complaints, even though violations are considered criminal by state statutes. We checked around and we heard a lot of no bad towing practices happening here. That's like this guy tweeting, "No weird news to report here, we're totally normal in Florida." Again, we call bull. You know, every sheriff's candidate in the state campaigns on the Tough on Crime platform, but you want a slam dunk campaign issue? Promise to be tougher on towing crimes, because nobody likes getting towed. I mean, this could be a political game changer. Just say tow.
Hi there. I want to be your next sheriff. I may not have all your typical fancy qualifications or take stands on controversial issues, but I will crack down on one group of bad apples. Just say tow. If you elect me, I promise to haul off to jail anyone who wrongfully hauls off your car. Just say tow, because I want to live in a world where you don't have to fear seeing your car just disappear. All it takes is 3 little words. Even your kids know. Just say tow.
Politicians, if you're not going to campaign on the issue, at least do something about it. You've got my number. Let me know how you'll curb aggressive towing in your community. I'm Pransky, and I approved this message.